Hi everybody, welcome to another video. Today we're going to look over the new Charmer support that just came out there today. Ironically enough, I did a video 2 days ago talking about how we need more information on these guys, and then 2 days later we got more information. It seems to be like Konami is now starting to pump out this information that we sort of need to know about upcoming sets now, and we're off to a good start. In terms of this new support, I am on the fence about it though. It's cool, and what it does is very unique and very different than what we've seen before in a lot of cards, but it's not brilliant. It's cool, but it's not brilliant. So we've got two monsters, two level 5 monsters. We've got Awakening of the Possessed, Archfiend Reaper of Nefarious, and Awakening of the Possessed, Great Inari Fire. These are both level 5 monsters with 2000 attack and 200 defense. One is an Earth Beast effect monster and one is a Pyro effect monster. They both have an initial first effect, which is you can special summon this card from your hand or deck by sending a spellcaster monster and a level 4 or lower monster of the appropriate attribute for that monster. So for Nefarious it's an Earth one, and for Great Inari Fire it's a Fire type. Their second and third effects is where they differentiate though. So when this card is special summoned by its procedure for Nefarious Fire, you can special summon one level 4 or lower monster from your graveyard but negate its effects. And then if it's sent from field to graveyard, you can add one spiritual, earth, art, or possess spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Inari Fires is you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of one monster your opponent controls. Doesn't target, so you can actually go over some big non-targetable monsters that need to be burnt and have a load of attack. And then again, if it's sent from field to graveyard, you can add spiritual, art, fire, art, or one possess spell or trap. So the main key thing to notice for these monsters is they can be special summoned from the deck, which is going to be an interesting one because no other monster, I think, has its ability to special summon itself from the deck. So essentially, you don't have it in your hand at all. It's in your deck. You have the appropriate, so you can literally take it from the deck, put it on the board, and send the monster's graveyard. At least that's the way it looks like being worded here, which is going to be an interesting one for rulings and stuff like that. Overall, their effects are okay. The spiritual earth art and the spiritual fire are the one thing to note, because essentially what's happened is these two have retrains of those original trap card effects. The only thing being you're not tributing a monster's cost, essentially. You're tributing two monsters for cost. Now, the thing to note with the water and the wind one that we haven't seen yet is the water one is all about taking cards out of your opponent's hand, and the wind one is about putting putting monsters on the top of your opponent's deck. So if we get the water and wind one, we are probably going to get those effects on those monsters. The only thing being, obviously, it's going to be water and wind to special summon both those monsters, and they're obviously going to search their appropriate spell or their appropriate trap card as well from the deck when they're sent to the graveyard, and obviously a possessed spell or trap. We then have a trap card, Teamwork of the Possessed. Special summon a spellcaster with 1500 defense from your hand to grave and face up attack or face down defense. Then, if there are two or more attributes among the monsters you control, destroy a face up card in the field. And then the second effect is you can banish this card from the graveyard, then target a possessed continuous spell or trap in your graveyard, place it face up on the field. You can only use one of these effects once per turn. This is actually a pretty solid trap card. I think this is the best of the three, mainly because the first effect essentially allows you to get a free pop if you have two attributes on the board, and then the ability to set any face up or any continuous spell or trap that has possessed in its title face up on the field can be really useful. The two that we know of is Unpossessed and the continuous spell card, which is a draw card if you play an 1850 attack spellcaster monster, and the trap card allows familiar possessed to gain 800 attack boost, but they give protection to charmers in terms of card effects and battling, which are very key. So I do believe that this is the better one of the three cards, because while these are pretty cool, the special summon from the deck, their effects are kind of lackluster. The special summon from the graveyard could be useful for the trap card if you can get it out. And then the fact that they search possess spells and traps, it sort of gives me the hint that we're probably going to at least get another spell or trap card that has possessed in its title. Maybe even another continuous one, because at the minute we have four of the cards revealed for the structure deck, and the Sacred Beast got 7, and these guys have got 4 so far, so we're at least possibly expecting another 3 with what we have here. Overall, like I said, I'm on the fence about this. The two monsters are okay. I would say they're probably one, maybe two ofs, depending on how well they are working with the deck and stuff like that. The trap card I see definitely being a two of because it can be a monster reborn and can help set stuff to the top of the field again that gets destroyed. Reprints, as expected, we're getting all the four Charmer monsters essentially. They're getting the effect veiler. Well, no, sorry, I should say Japan is getting these as reprints, so you're getting the four monsters and effect veiler. Spellbook of Knowledge would be a good reprint if we could get it, Konami, please. And then they're also getting the Unpossessed. I hope that Konami do give us the spells and traps because officially we don't have these in the TCG. They are OCG only cards. And they're okay. They help, like I said, these two help with the protection. So this helps protect Charmer monsters from being destroyed by battle, not Familiar Possessed. It's key to note that. But the continuous spell protects Charmers and Familiar Possessed from being destroyed by card effects. So they're both really useful in that aspect. So if we get something that protects them from being targeted, we will have a lot of like aspects of keeping these monsters on the board. Also, don't forget the field spell prevents the first monster effect from activating and negates it. So it seems to be the strategy that we're going with this deck is a full lockdown deck. So you essentially spam your board out and you do things with your monsters and essentially like burn or keep going or pop cards and stuff like that, which is interesting. We need to see the rest of the sport though to see if it works or not. And because it's four different attributes, I don't know if it's going to be consistent enough or not. But like I said, I want to see the rest of the support before I make a final decision on it. But that's that, guys. If you like the video, please give a like, leave a comment down below if you have any ideas of what the new support could be like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.